You leave all habits behind by starting out with the thought, I release the need for this in my life, meaning we have all got different and differentiated kinds of habits and actions and achievements in our lives, and most importantly, habits, which is the combination and composition of both good and bad, right and wrong, productive and counterproductive habits at the same time dwelling or existing within the same or the one individual man or woman at the same time, which is quite contradictory, paradoxical, but that is the reality that has always been the case, that has always been the essential truth that most people always obviously don't want to admit to or recognize, and they still won't admit to this basically existence or presence of both good and bad habits within themselves at the same time. But not all our actions, behaviors, attitudes, thoughts can always be considered to be righteous, good, authentic, virtuous, or significant all the time, because we have bad habits also. If we have good habits which we have developed by constantly acting in particular ways through discipline, basically on the basis of decades of hard work, persistency, resilience, and basically effort, discipline, desire, authenticity, then we have invited in unwanted ways bad habits also into our lives, such as pleasure, lust, want, desire, which is problematic anyways, which leads to crisis, anxiety, and over external validation, wealth, riches, possession, which is conditional and aimless anyways. So we suffer from quite contradictory and paradoxical and counterproductive habits, actions, behaviors, and attitudes also, both consciously and unconsciously. But then again, habit can be both good and bad at the same time, depending upon our action, behavior, attitude, and what we need in our lives, what we want to become, achieve in our lives. We have to attract and build our habits in that manner, and not that we can have all habits in our lives, because we don't need all habits. We need the good, productive, authentic kind of habits into our lives, the those which are in accordance with ourselves, in accord with our virtue, condition, situation, circumstance, for the overcoming, dealing with problems, conflicts, chaos, sorrows, and for the achievement of maximum results, maximization of potential, ambition, talent in our lives, and including success, ambition. We need that kind of habits and not all kinds of habits. But then again, parting ways with habit is difficult, because once it's developed, it becomes very difficult to destroy it. Just as once we become fat, we cannot become slim. Once we become obese, gain weight, it's very difficult to become or get thin.